In this video, I'm going to walk you through the benefits of vegetables in a clear, practical way, what different vegetables do for your body, why variety matters, and how you can realistically eat more vegetables without feeling overwhelmed. This is general education, not medical advice. If you have a medical condition, allergies, kidney issues, are pregnant, or take medications, follow your clinician's advice because some foods can interact with certain diets or medicines. Let's start with the big picture. Vegetables are some of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. That means they deliver a lot of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and protective plant compounds for relatively few calories. They also tend to be high in water, which supports hydration. When your meals include plenty of vegetables, a few good things often happen naturally. You feel fuller with fewer calories. Your digestion improves because fiber feeds your gut. Your energy becomes steadier, and it becomes easier to maintain a healthy weight over time. Fiber deserves special attention. Fiber helps keep bowel movements regular, supports a healthy gut microbiome, and can help slow the absorption of sugar, which supports more stable blood sugar levels. Fiber also binds to bile acids in the gut, which can help the body manage cholesterol. Many people don't get enough fiber, and simply increasing vegetables is one of the easiest ways to improve that. Vegetables also provide key minerals, especially potassium and magnesium. Potassium supports normal blood pressure and muscle function. Magnesium supports nerves, muscles, and many chemical reactions inside your body. When you eat a variety of vegetables, you're basically giving your body a daily maintenance kit. Now, there are thousands of vegetables worldwide, so instead of trying to name every single one, I'll cover the major families and the most common vegetables you'll find in everyday cooking. Think of this as a complete guide to the main categories, with examples and simple ways to use them. Let's begin with leafy greens. Leafy greens include spinach, kale, romaine, iceberg, arugula, Swiss chard, collard greens, mustard greens, fenugreek leaves, and many local greens depending on where you live. Leafy greens are rich in vitamins A, C, and K, plus folate and minerals like magnesium. Vitamin K supports normal blood clotting and also plays a role in bone health. Folate supports healthy cell division and is especially important during pregnancy. Leafy greens also contain antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which are linked with eye health. If you spend many hours on screens, leafy greens are a smart, everyday habit. A simple trick for eating more greens is to hide them in foods you already eat. Add spinach to omelets, lentils, soups, pasta sauce, or curries. Stir chopped greens into rice near the end of cooking. Use lettuce or cabbage leaves as wraps. If you like smoothies, a handful of spinach blends easily without overpowering the taste. Next, cruciferous vegetables. This group includes broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, bok choy, turnip greens, and sometimes radishes and arugula are discussed alongside this family too. Cruciferous vegetables contain sulfur-containing compounds that are being studied for how they may support the body's natural detoxification pathways and cellular health. They're also rich in vitamin C and fiber. Broccoli is famous for vitamin C, folate, and compounds, such as sulforaphane. Cauliflower is mild and versatile. Great roasted, mashed, or turned into rice. Cabbage is one of the best budget vegetables because it's inexpensive, lasts long in the fridge, and works raw, sautéed, or cooked in soups. If cruciferous vegetables make you gassy, don't panic. Start with smaller portions, cook them well, and chew thoroughly. Your gut often adapts when fiber intake rises gradually. Now let's talk about allium vegetables. Onions, garlic, leeks, scallions, and chives. Alliums are rich in flavorful sulfur compounds, and they've been studied for potential heart and immune support. Garlic contains allicin, and onions provide antioxidants like quercetin. A very practical benefit is that alliums make vegetables taste better. When you start cooking with onions and garlic, you naturally rely less on heavy sauces and excess salt because flavor is already built in. Now, root vegetables. Root vegetables grow underground and often have a satisfying natural sweetness. This category includes carrots, beets, radishes, turnips, parsnips, and sweet potatoes. Carrots are well known for beta-carotene, which the body can convert into vitamin A. Vitamin A supports vision, immune function, and healthy skin. Carrots are also rich in fiber and easy to snack on, especially when paired with hummus or yogurt-based dips. Beets contain natural nitrates that can support blood flow, which is one reason athletes sometimes use beetroot. Beets also contain betalains, antioxidants that give them their deep red color. Some people notice pinkish urine after eating beets. That can be normal. Radishes are crunchy, peppery, and hydrating. They add a fresh bite to salads. Turnips and parsnips provide fiber and become wonderfully sweet when roasted. Sweet potatoes are nutrient-rich and comforting. They provide beta-carotene, potassium, and fiber. If you want a healthier comfort food, sweet potatoes baked or roasted are a great choice. Now, let's talk about potatoes, because they're often misunderstood. Potatoes are starchy, but they can absolutely fit into a balanced diet, especially when baked, boiled, or roasted with the skin on. Potatoes provide potassium and vitamin C, and the skin adds fiber. The key is portion size and preparation. Deep frying and heavy toppings can add a lot of extra calories, but boiled potatoes with herbs, lemon, and a little olive oil can be a simple, balanced option. Also, if you cook potatoes and then cool them before eating, like in potato salad, some of their starch becomes resistant starch, which behaves a bit more like fiber and can be gentler on blood sugar for some people. Now let's move to the colorful everyday vegetables that show up in many cuisines. Tomatoes are a classic. Botanically, they're fruits, but in cooking, we treat them as vegetables. Tomatoes contain lycopene, an antioxidant linked with heart and skin health. And interestingly, cooked tomatoes, like in sauces, can make lycopene easier for the body to absorb. Bell peppers are another powerhouse. Red, yellow, and orange peppers are especially high in vitamin C. They also contain carotenoids that support antioxidant intake. Green peppers are slightly less sweet and still nutritious. Peppers are excellent raw, roasted, or cooked into stir-fries and curries. Cucumbers are mostly water, so they're refreshing and hydrating. They're great in salads, in yogurt-based sides, or blended into cooling sauces. Zucchini and other summer squash are mild, easy to cook, and provide potassium and vitamin C. They work well in quick sautés, soups, and mixed vegetable dishes. Eggplant is rich in fiber and contains antioxidants in its purple skin, including anthocyanins. Eggplant absorbs oil easily, so if you want a lighter dish, bake, grill, or air fry it rather than deep frying. Okra, also called ladyfinger, provides soluble fiber which supports digestion and helps you feel satisfied. Okra is also a source of vitamins C and K. If you dislike the slimy texture, try roasting at high heat, air frying, or cooking it with acidic ingredients like tomatoes, tamarind, or lemon. Green beans and peas are small but valuable. Green beans provide fiber and vitamin C and are easy to steam or sauté. Peas provide fiber plus a bit more plant protein, making meals feel more filling. Now let's talk about squash and gourds, common in many households. Pumpkin and winter squash, like butternut, are rich in beta-carotene and fiber. They're naturally sweet and work beautifully in soups, roasted dishes, and even lightly sweetened desserts. Bottle gourd, often called lauki or duty, is light, hydrating, and gentle on digestion. It's a great option in soups and curries, especially when you want something easy on the stomach. Bitter melon, also known as Karela, is traditionally used for blood sugar support. Research has explored this, but results are mixed and it may interact with diabetes medications. If you have diabetes or take glucose-lowering medicine, talk to your doctor before using bitter melon in large amounts. In normal food portions, many people enjoy it for its unique taste and as part of a varied diet. Now let's cover mushrooms. Mushrooms are not technically vegetables, but they're commonly eaten with vegetables and they offer unique nutrients. They contain compounds like beta-glucans and provide minerals such as selenium and potassium. Some mushrooms also provide vitamin D if they've been exposed to UV light. Mushrooms add a rich, savory taste called umami, which can make meals satisfying without needing a lot of meat. Let's add a few more vegetables that deserve attention. Celery is hydrating and crunchy, often used in salads and soups. It's low in calories and provides natural plant compounds. Asparagus provides folate and fiber and is delicious roasted with a squeeze of lemon. Artichokes are one of the highest fiber vegetables, which supports digestion, though they may not be available everywhere. Corn is a starchy vegetable. It provides fiber and energy and can be part of a balanced plate when paired with protein and non-starchy vegetables. Now, let's talk about legumes and vegetable-like plant foods that many people eat as part of vegetable dishes. Lentils, chickpeas, kidney beans, and black beans are not vegetables, but they often share the plate with vegetables and they complement them perfectly. They provide plant protein, fiber, and minerals like iron and magnesium. When you combine legumes with vegetables, like lentil soup with spinach, chickpeas with tomatoes and onions, or beans with peppers and corn, you get a meal that's filling, budget-friendly, and rich in nutrients. Another important category is herbs and aromatic greens, because they're small but powerful. Cilantro, parsley, mint, basil, dill, and green onions add flavor plus antioxidants and micronutrients. The real benefit here is that herbs make healthy meals taste exciting. When food tastes good, you're more likely to stick with healthy habits. Now, a quick word about fermented vegetables. Foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and fermented pickles can support gut health for some people because they contain beneficial bacteria. They can be a nice addition in small portions. The main caution is salt. Many fermented foods are high in sodium, so keep portions moderate if you're watching blood pressure or sodium intake. Now, one of the most common questions people ask is, should I eat vegetables raw or cooked? The best answer is both. Raw vegetables are great for crunch, hydration, and certain heat-sensitive vitamins like vitamin C. Cooked vegetables can be easier to digest, and cooking can increase the availability of some nutrients, like lycopene in tomatoes and beta-carotene in carrots. So don't worry about doing it perfectly. Mix raw salads with cooked curries, soups, and roasted veggies throughout the week. Another common question is, are frozen vegetables okay? Yes. Frozen vegetables are often frozen soon after harvesting, so they can retain nutrients very well. They're affordable, convenient, and reduce food waste. Keep frozen peas, spinach, mixed vegetables, and broccoli on hand for quick meals. Now let's summarize the biggest, most consistent benefits of eating vegetables regularly. First, better digestion and gut health, thanks to fiber and prebiotics. Second, stronger immune function, because vegetables provide vitamins like A and C plus antioxidants. Third, heart support through potassium, fiber, and plant compounds associated with healthy blood pressure and cholesterol. Fourth, steadier energy and better blood sugar control, especially when vegetables replace refined carbohydrates. Fifth, healthier skin and eyes, because your body gets carotenoids and vitamin C to support collagen and overall skin health. And sixth, better long-term health outcomes, because diets rich in vegetables are consistently linked with lower risk of many chronic diseases. Now here's the practical part. How do you actually eat more vegetables in real life? Start with the half-plate rule. At lunch and dinner, aim to fill half your plate with vegetables. The other half can be split between protein, like eggs, fish, chicken, beans, or lentils, and carbohydrates, like rice, flatbread, potatoes, or whole grains. Next, use the color method. Try to eat at least 3 colors of vegetables across the day. Green, red, orange, purple, and white all bring different phytonutrients. If your plate looks colorful, it's usually more nutritious. Third, make vegetables convenient. Wash and chop cucumbers, carrots, and peppers ahead of time so they're ready as quick snacks. Keep salad greens washed and stored properly. And don't underestimate simple options like tomatoes and onions, which go into almost everything. Fourth, cook smart. Steaming and quick sautéing help retain nutrients. Roasting brings out natural sweetness, making vegetables taste amazing. Boiling is fine too. Just don't throw away the nutrient-rich water if you can reuse it in soups, lentil stews, or gravies. Also, try not to overcook vegetables until they lose color and texture. Gentle cooking keeps taste and nutrients. Fifth, pair vegetables with healthy fats. Vitamins A, E, and K are fat-soluble, meaning your body absorbs them better when you eat them with some fat. A little olive oil, nuts, seeds, avocado, or yogurt can help your body use vegetable nutrients more efficiently. Now let me share a simple daily vegetable routine you can follow. In the morning, add something green. It could be spinach in an omelet, leftover vegetables from last night, or a small side salad. At lunch, include 1 cooked vegetable dish and 1 raw vegetable, like cucumber, carrots, or tomatoes. In the evening, choose a mixed vegetable option, stir fry, curry, soup, or a roasted tray of vegetables. And if you snack, snack smart. Carrots, cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, roasted okra, or a bowl of vegetable soup. If you're cooking for kids or picky eaters, here are a few tricks. Start with mild vegetables like carrots, cucumbers, peas, potatoes, and zucchini. Use familiar flavors, garlic, ginger, mild spices, or a little cheese or yogurt sauce. Make vegetables fun by cutting them into sticks or small bite-sized pieces. And instead of forcing huge portions, aim for repeated exposure, small amounts often. Over time, taste buds adapt. Let's also talk about portion sizes in a simple way. A serving can be 1 cup of raw salad greens or about half a cup of cooked vegetables. Many health guidelines encourage several servings per day. You don't need to count perfectly. Just aim to see vegetables in most of your meals. Now let's address a few common myths. Myth 1. Vegetables don't have protein. Many vegetables do contain some protein, and when you add legumes, yogurt, eggs, fish, or meat, you easily meet protein needs. Myth 2. Healthy eating is expensive. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Cabbage, carrots, onions, potatoes, seasonal greens, and frozen vegetables are usually affordable. Shopping seasonally gives you better taste and better value. Myth 3. Juice is the same as vegetables. Vegetable juice can be a helpful addition, but it often removes much of the fiber. Whole vegetables are usually the better everyday choice. If you enjoy juices, consider blending smoothies instead, so you keep the fiber. Here are a few simple meal ideas that automatically increase vegetable intake. You can make a vegetable omelet with spinach, onions, tomatoes, and peppers. You can make a mixed vegetable soup with carrots, cabbage, beans, and herbs. You can cook lentils with spinach or add extra vegetables into your lentil stew. You can roast a tray of vegetables like cauliflower, carrots, onions, and zucchini with spices and olive oil, and eat it with rice or flatbread. You can make a quick salad with cucumber, tomatoes, onions, lemon, and herbs. You can add vegetables to sandwiches and wraps, lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and even grated carrots. And finally, let's talk about consistency. Variety matters more than perfection. You don't need to eat every vegetable every day. Just rotate and keep exploring. If you're new to vegetables, start small. Add 1 extra serving per day for 1 week, then add another. If you have digestive sensitivity, increase fiber slowly and drink enough water. And most importantly, make it tasty. Use spices, herbs, lemon, vinegar, garlic, and healthy sauces, so vegetables become something you genuinely enjoy. So the takeaway is simple. Vegetables are one of the easiest, most natural ways to support your body every day. They nourish your gut, your heart, your skin, your immune system, and your energy. Start with what you like. Keep adding variety, and let vegetables become the base of your meals. If you found this video helpful, please like it, subscribe for more health and nutrition content, and share it with someone who wants to improve their diet in a simple and sustainable way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.